So the scene starts and Spider-Man ties up Cap with the whip. But Cap's all like, nah, I ain't letting this Gen Z nigga tie me up like that. So he puts his hands up like he's about to hit the YMCA. Hawkeye shoots an arrow to cut Spider-Man's webs, and then the next thing you know, this nigga Ant-Man's on Cap's shield and bicycle kicks Peter Parker and gives Cap his shield back. And here's War Machine talking about,
What the hell was that?
as if he didn't just see a nigga on his team get bicycle kicked off his feet. And I'm not gonna lie, if a tiny ass nigga bicycle kicked me from the shield that I was holding, I ain't gonna let that slide. We're throwing hands straight after that shit. After that shit went down, that's when Tony knew shit was about to be trouble. So Tony leaves to go get Wanda, and Warhammer's left to deal with Cap. But Cap wasn't about to let this tin can nigga try and take him down, so he threw his shield straight at his chest. Black Panther pulls up on Cap and is like, move nigga, I ain't gonna ask you again. Cap is all like, nah, ain't no way this monkey's talking to me like that. Then he grabs his head and dashes him 6 meters from where he was. Now my question is, why does Captain America always do the black people the worst? Like, did you see what he did to the only 2 niggas in that elevator in his last film? But anyways, T'Challa tells Cap to get out of his way. Cap don't listen, so the two start getting to boxing. T'Challa jumps at Cap and kicks his shield 3 times in one jump. And this nigga Captain America is really a bitch, bro. Like, how is your main weapon a shield? You live in a whole cinematic universe where you could get any OP weapon you want, but you decided to pick a circular shield. Like, come on bro, you're one of the lamest heroes out there. You barely have superpowers. I know when Tony said that everything special about you came out of a ball, it hurt your fragile ass ego. But anyways, the triple kick combo fails, so T'Challa tries scratching Cap's shield and goes for 3 different punches and misses. Then it switches to Rhodey's bitch house, and he's over here talking about,
Sorry Cap, this won't kill you, but it ain't gonna tickle either.
like, get your corny middle school bully ass quotes out here fam, no one wants to hear this shit. So T'Challa finally lands a kick on Cap and sends this nigga sliding on the ground. Retribution from my boy Falcon, by the way. And then Rhodey comes in with a police baton trying to immobilize Cap, but he blocks his attack with the shield. After Rhodey fails at that, of course, he flies straight at Cap, letting him hit one of the meanest kicks I've ever seen and slams this nigga into the ground, breaking his lame ass baton in the process. Then T'Challa comes in and tries to hit Cap again, but this nigga dodges and pulls a 360 kick on Black Panther, sending him flying. Then Ant-Man comes in and gives Cap a truck and tells him to throw it at one of them size changes.
I forgot to add the fucking audio, so we're gonna be using TTS for this part. The truck turns into a big truck and blows up once it hits the floor.
Captain America actually does the most, bro. Like, I know you're trying to save your friend, but you did not have to do all of that. So then we switch to Spider-Man chasing after Bucky and Sam. And this shit is embarrassing as fuck, bro. You lot are grown niggas getting chased by a nigga that's in year 11. Spider-Man swings into the airport and kicks Sam into a wall. Turns and catches Bucky's hand, leaving this nigga Bucky confused as fuck. Look at his face. He's shocked that there's actually niggas out there that can piece him in less than 10 seconds. This nigga was scared for his life. Falcon flies into Spider-Man and they're wrestling and shit until Peter slips out of Sam's hands and Sam shoots a missile at Peter, but he hits a clean weave and tries to go after him, but Falcon's gone.
Hello talking man, nigga, that snitch.
Niggas are really shook at a 14-year-old high school. You could beat this nigga easy. Peter's spider sense starts tickling and it saved him from looking like Goldie Roger, but peep game here. Peter hits the Uno reverse and sends it straight back to Bucky on some return to sender type of timing. Like damn, maybe your old nigga should be scared of Spider-Man. If a nigga's hitting moves on you like this, you gotta get the fuck up out of there. Sam fly kicks Peter in the back and tries to fly him away, but Peter flips and shoots a web at Sam's jet, leaving this nigga immobilized. Had him looking like he was playing skate through Hollow Meat challenges, doing the cannonball and everything. Peter webs Sam to a railing and Spider-Man's about to kick him off, but Bucky comes in trying to be Mr. Save-A-Hole, but he ends up getting himself kicked off that floor as well. This is why you don't let old heads do old head shit. They're always gonna end up looking stupid. Anywho, Peter webs both of them to the floor and is all like, I'd love to let you niggas slide, but I gotta go tell these niggas how you got bitched by year 11. So now we fast forward to Cap and his squad running to the jet they're trying to get to, but Vision stops him in the way with that little Uzi diamond that he's got in his head. And he's talking about how they should stop for the greater good or some shit. Then the other Avengers pull up and they get to straight boxing. I'm talking about Iron Man trying to be like Venom, straight dunking on this nigga Cap. But Cap blocks with his shield because he's a bitch and weaves, leaving Iron Man looking like he's lost his son, following in the same footsteps as Zoro. Alright, hold on, I gotta deal with this fucking flame, man. Alright, the nigga's a pussy because he fucking flew away. Black Widow throws Ant-Man into the ground, Spider-Man's jumping off his cars like he's playing Mario or something, and now we're on Black Widow and Hawkeye scrapping, and they're hitting small talk in between their fight. She gets clipped on the ground and is about to kick him square in his face, but Wanda comes in third partying and throws her at one of these things and she hits her back on it, straight paralyzing her for the rest of the fight. Now I got a rant about Hawkeye for a second and how useless this nigga is. He couldn't even have a faithful 1v1 without getting help from one of his teammates. Not to mention, this is the same nigga that tried headbutting Vision, who he knows is way more powerful than him. I swear bro, having Hawkeye help you with anything always guarantees a loss. Get this retired nigga off the team. Now we're on T'Challa and Bucky scrapping, and I'm not gonna lie, Bucky might actually be cooked here. Cause T'Challa still thinks that Bucky's the one that killed his dad. And we all know that if a superhero's parent is dead, they immediately become OP. Look at Spider-Man, Batman, Dick Grayson, they're all OP. And guess what? Their parents are gone. Bucky tries to punch Black Panther but gets his arm snatched. Like, Bucky, this is the second time in a row your hand's been grabbed when you tried throwing a punch. Yo, wash my nigga, put the fist down. Then T'Challa hits this malevolent roll, breaks this nigga arm, sidekicks into some crates, leaving Bucky on the floor looking like this. Nah, they really did him wrong here. Had him hitting 1,000-yard stare and everything. All that brainwashing, and this nigga couldn't even defeat a nigga in the first one. So then T'Challa tries to go for his neck or some freaky shit, but Wanda again third parties to save her teammate. How many times are you gonna do this? Let these niggas have a faithful 1v1. She throws my nigga Black Panther into the jetway like she's playing paper toss. And damn, my nigga really got paced by a girl who takes AI robotic android dick. That's tough. Then we switch to Spider-Man and Cap, and I'm not gonna lie, Spider-Man's cooking him, bro. He shoots a web at Cap's face, with Cap blocks with his shield, and then he shoots a web at his legs, which is really what these niggas should have done in the first place. Like, bro, this nigga's out here with a shield that can only cover half of his body, and there isn't anybody that thought about going for his legs. Back to the fight, Peter pulls Cap towards him, hits a slide cancel and boots this nigga right on his face. Cap gets sent flying into a massive AC unit and falls to the floor, looking like he peeled off from family. Nigga went straight to sleep like this nigga right here. Well done, Spider-Man. But I'ma take my props right the fuck back, cause Peter shoots 2 webs at Steve's hands after he tries running for his shield, but Steve pulls this nigga yards away from him. Peter tries using the same technique he used earlier, but Cap grabbed the web that he shot, pulled Spider-Man towards him and smacked this nigga in his face with his shield. So Peter tries to swing at Cap because he further using his technique, shoots a web at him, but Cap weaves out the way and hits a 360 kick straight into Spider-Man's chest, having him winded, hitting the "I can't breathe" and sends him into a pole. Then Cap throws his shield at the broken pole and the jetway falls on Peter, leaving him carrying the jetway like this nigga carrying his girl right here. But now we switch to Ant-Man running off a platform and he jumps on Rhodey. He changes some sayings in his suit and then transforms to the size of Big Ben, grabs Rhodey and starts playing with him like he's an action figure. Ant-Man tries to throw Rhodey into an airplane, and look at this lame nigga Vision just watching the nigga on his team get dashed. Like, Hawkeye's doing way more than you right now, Brody. You can't let him one up you like that. Ant-Man kicks a bust at Black Panther, but Vision finally steps in to help his teammates. This nigga went AFK, but the moment that he came back, he decided to show these niggas who he really is. But like anything that rises, there's eventually a fall. Spider-Man's trying to web up his legs, and then Tony and Rhodes double team and knock out Ant-Man, sending him falling just like Goliath. And while Peter's celebrating, he gets knocked into some crates. So now we're on the next scene. Stark and Rhodes are chasing Bucky and Cap on the jet, but Sam is hot on their tail and he starts shooting rockets at him. So he calls for Vision to help because he's got that 4-night aim assist. Vision shoots at Sam, but Sam ducks, and a little Uzi beam hits Rhodes with his arc reactor, and it causes him to start
Falling, dreaming.
Then he slams him to the ground. Everyone thinks that he's dead, and honestly, they really should have kept him dead. That nigga was useless the whole fight, apart from the time where he knocked out Ant-Man, but he had help, so it don't count. Retire his ass immediately, bro. They send this nigga to the hospital looking all broken up and shit, and as a little bonus, I'ma put in the fight between Iron Man, Cap and Bucky. So we're in the Russian bunker where all the other super soldiers are sleeping, and this nigga Zemo's chatting about how he wants the Avengers gone and all that. Cap, Bucky and Iron Man are all like, man, what's this nigga talking about? So Zemo directs him to the screen that's showing how Tony's parents died. Now first off, that's a big bitch move, bro. Trying to reignite another nigga's PTSD so your master plan could work. Get this nigga out of here. So all 3 of the heroes are watching the vid, and they notice someone oddly familiar riding up to the car. Iron Man's all shocked, hitting the
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
This nigga Iron Man's about to start tweaking on Bucky, but Cap holds him back, talking about something. Iron Man looks at this lame ass nigga Captain America the same way the hoes look at me. He really hit the dicks to the millio, on about "Don't touch me, nigga." He stares right into this man's eyes and asks him, "Did you know?" And this nigga Captain America is frozen, looking like he got hit with the ice ball from New Super Mario Bros. This nigga tried capping, but Iron Man sees through his lies. He asks him again, "Did you know?" And Cap admitted to knowing about the whole thing. Iron Man starts tweaking in his mind, and he's like,
No, fuck that! On everything, y'all got me fucked up! On my mama, y'all got me fucked up!
Punts Captain America to the side, and Bucky aims his gun at Iron Man like that's gonna do it. Like, let's be real here. This nigga's got rockets and laser beams in the palm of his hands, and you think a gun is gonna do anything against that? Not to mention, he's literally covered in like metal and everything. Stop giving these niggas guns and give them better weapons, Marvel. So now the real scrapping happens, and Iron Man flies Bucky in the air. And look at the eye contact. Behind that mask, Iron Man is tweaking straight off the crack cocaine. He slams Bucky into the ground and puts his arm on him. And it was at this moment that the Winter Soldier knew that his Avenger arc was about to be over. But don't worry, Mr. Saberhawk Captain America throws a shield at Tony, which causes him to miss the shot. Then Cap runs and uses the shield to bash into Tony, pushing him back. But Iron Man doubles down like he's playing his +2 cards in Uno and BOW! Slams Captain Rogers on the floor and ties his legs together. Tony tries to shoot Bucky with his laser, but Bucky breaks his repulsor, so Tony tries shooting a rocket at him. But Bucky hit the tinder swipe right, and the rocket shoots into one of these sleep chambers with the super soldiers, causing it to crash down on Tony, leaving him looking like he had a train man on him. But fast forward a bit and Tony and Barnes are in this big ass silo. Tony kicks Bucky onto a platform and is about to shoot a laser at him. But Cap jumps in front of the beam and pushes it right back at Tony, causing him to take a big fall. And Tony wasted 0 time. He's trying to fly back up to Barnes. But this nigga Captain America's like, I ain't gonna let you mark off my boy like that. And grapples Tony. And my question is, why are the Avengers so kinky? We had a nigga try and choke Bucky and now this? The Avengers on some freaky type of time with their fights. Might as well call them the Freak Avengers. But anyways, Cap pulls this nigga down so Bucky can escape. You can tell that Iron Man's had enough to save my boy BS. But Iron Man's trying to stand on business because he tried shooting a rocket but his target system don't work. So he's like, fuck it, I'ma just eyeball it. And the rocket hits the door. Almost had this nigga Bucky looking like dead. Bucky falls down onto the platform and Iron Man flies up to try and get his get back. But Bucky thinks 2 steps ahead and surprises Tony with a mink. But Tony swings back and chokes this nigga. You see what I mean when I say the Avengers are kinky? Anyways, all 3 of these niggas fell into the bottom of the silo and Iron Man is tweaking. He charges at Cap with a right hook and hits him with the left right after. Cap tries to choke Iron Man, but Iron Man blasts his laser to get Cap off his back. So now Cap's on the floor and he's eating a straight knuckle sandwich until Bucky comes in and hits Iron Man in the back with Cap's shield. Now here's where I know that Cap and Bucky have the greatest coordination ever. Bucky and Cap are straight double teaming my nigga Iron Man like it's a Tiana Trump special, but peep the moves real quick. Bucky throws the shield to Cap and dodges Iron Man's punch. He kicks him into place so Cap can knock Iron Man into last Tuesday. Bucky kicks Iron Man, knocking his leg into place. Cap throws the shield at Bucky and punches Iron Man with it, just so Cap can hit a left hook on this nigga. But then Iron Man pulls up with smoke and shoots Cap straight in the stomach and sends him into the wall, leaving that nigga winded for life. How did you niggas have the upper hand on Iron Man just for him to beat you like that? And also, I'm only realizing this now, but how are you gonna beat up a nigga just because he's avenging his parents? Your whole team name is called the Avengers and you're not even gonna let bro slide back to his parents. Back to the fight. Bucky and Iron Man are in a tussle. Bucky's pushing this nigga's head back like Shimazaki pushing his force into Taruki just to collapse the building. Stay tuned to see the Mob Psycho vid next. And this nigga's screaming trying to rip out Iron Man's arc reactor from his chest. But Iron Man was not having that. He sends a beam through his chest and disintegrates Bucky's arm while doing so. This nigga Bucky looking in disbelief. The only thing that makes him useful is gone. Now the battle is actually beginning. But before that, we switch to Zemo and Black Panther talking about why Zemo wanted the Avengers to fall apart. And I'm not gonna lie, I'ma give Zemo his props. He's the only villain apart from Thanos whose plan actually worked. Zemo tries to kill himself, but T'Challa's like, nah, you staying right here nigga, we ain't done with you. Now we're back to the fight and Cap is giving Iron Man the beats. Even Iron Man's AI is telling him that nigga's unstoppable. Straight glazing this nigga. Iron Man's eating hook after hook until he finally catches Cap's shield. And we all know that Cap is basically nothing without his shield. Even Cap's all like, oh hell no, this nigga might actually cook me. Iron Man blasts the shield out of his hand, blocks his punch and blasts him to the other side of the room like, damn. I was not familiar with their game, sir. My fault, OG. Cap is low-key getting pieced here until Bucky comes in and trying to grab Iron Man's leg. Iron Man was like, hey nigga, get the fuck off of me. And kicks the nigga in the head. I know this is what Bucky was saying after eating that disastrous kick. But right after that kick, Cap grabs Iron Man and slams this nigga into the ground. Beats the mask off this nigga and then slams the shield into Tony's chest, ending the fight. Cap walks off with Bucky and neither of them are seen until infinity. So the same way that they sent Rhodey to the hospital, I'ma send you lot to the outro. Peace.
Nota.
Ay, I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let it chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let it chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the